Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Baton Rouge, Louisiana is where we're going with today's story. And it's about this young man who's no longer with us. May God rest his soul. This is 20-year-old Caleb Wilson of, I guess he's from Baton Rouge. No, he's from Kenner, Louisiana. Shout out Kenner. And this guy was a student at Southern University. Shout out Southern University in Baton Rouge, where this guy was pledging Omega Psi Phi. Shout out to them as well. And during a fraternity ritual, he dropped dead or collapsed and was later pronounced dead at the hospital while performing this ritual as a pledge. Now, police are not saying it's foul play. And I waited a little bit to see if more information came out. And it's pretty much quiet on the news front with this. But this guy lost his life. He was in the band, and he was well respected and liked. And take a look at the story, and we'll come back and talk a little bit about it.
Southern University student who in his short life has played music all around the world is dead after an off-campus fraternity ritual. Our Ethan Tuttle starts us off today. He spoke with students about this tragic loss. Ethan.
Yeah, that's right. The Jaguar family is heartbroken today, Greg. Caleb Wilson, a member of the Human Jukebox, was in the middle of what a source tells us was a fraternity ritual off campus when he suddenly collapsed early this morning. Now, students and authorities are trying to wrap their heads around what happened.
Something like this is just out of the ordinary.
20-year-old Caleb Wilson, a student at Southern University, lost his life early this morning after collapsing during what a source told WAFB was an off-campus and unsanctioned Omega fraternity ritual at a local park.
There's an autopsy that's currently ongoing. We don't have much information that we can share at this particular time, but again, this is being investigated as just a death at this time.
Wilson, a pledge for Omega Psi Phi, was also a member of the Human Jukebox. His family says he's played his music during trips to Cuba and Europe, and once even played with Trombone Shorty. After collapsing at North Sherwood Community Park, other students rushed him to Baton Rouge General Hospital, where he arrived unconscious and was pronounced dead. Southern University issued a statement saying Wilson was a junior majoring in mechanical engineering at the campus and extended its condolences to his family, classmates, and loved ones. Baton Rouge police are now waiting on the autopsy report. Once that information is available from the coroner, law enforcement will have a better understanding of what happened to Wilson. In the meantime, Southern students are in a state of sorrow.
Here it's kind of shocking because it's like you're a part of a big group. Like everybody on campus loves the Human Jukebox, even people that don't go here. So for them to lose a member of the band, I know it's going to be hard on them.
And it's not like it was, I don't know, like no gang violence or nothing. It was, it was a fraternity, so we're going to see how it play out, man. It's, outside looking in, though, like I said, it's crazy to me.
Usually you'll see more people like laughing and stuff on campus, so right now like the mood is kind of down, and I'm just hoping like whoever knew him can like get through this and like we can all come back to that common ground once everything's resolved.
Wilson's father is part of the security team for Saints owner Gail Benson. Miss Benson said today she is deeply saddened by the passing of a, quote, very bright young Southern University student. She went on to say she has a deep and personal connection to his family, with his father having worked with her for many years. Greg?
All right, guys, that's the story of Caleb Wilson. May he rest in peace. Now, they're not saying it was foul play like we said before, but it's an unfortunate situation all the same. Now, I don't know what they had them out there doing. They was out there in the middle of the night because he was brought to the hospital around 3 o'clock a.m. Now, I will tell you this. You know, I've been to college. I've seen fraternities. Some people find enjoyment in that and want to be a part of it. Me, myself, I didn't understand the whole thing. I understood it was about a brotherhood, but the whole Greek letters and stuff, it wasn't my thing. But, I mean, shout out to those that like it. I mean, if it serves a purpose in your life and gives you great enjoyment, by all means, do that. But there's a lot of things you got to do to become a member, and it ranges from school to school. You know what I'm saying? It's no universal way you join a fraternity. Every school has their own thing, and a lot of times it's putting a lot of people through hell. Sometimes they call it Hell Week. But I don't understand why you have to go through a lot of stuff that's physical and don't really have nothing to do with your mental capabilities or your character to join something like that. And that was my big thing. They was having them dudes when I was in college do some of the craziest stuff. I'm like, there's no way I could do that. But I mean, we don't know what happened. So they were standing there in formation and he just fell over and dropped dead. He's 20 years old. Something got to be going on. And he said that autopsy is pending. But I mean, as far as like fraternities, a lot of people go through a lot to just wear those colors and wear those jackets and say they're a part of something. And it's unfortunate that this happened to this young man. Said he played in different countries, music, represented his school, represented his love for music. Looked like he was a trumpet player. You know, he was well respected and he died. Now, we don't know what they had them doing or if it was even directly related to something internal, but the family says they're searching for answers. And just from a standpoint of loss of a loved one, namely a child, you know, just at 20 years old, he's young. Family got to be devastated. My thoughts and condolences go out to these people, you know, and like, you know, the Southern University and everybody has rallied around, you know, Caleb and has shown support to him and his family. So shout out to them as well. But I mean, I don't know. Because I mean, listen, they was out there doing something. It was not sanctioned. See, this is the big thing. It's not sanctioned. And they was out there doing something in their spare time. And then it resulted in death. I don't even know where you even get the truth. Because a lot of people are scared, probably, you know, that was there and don't know. Man, this is a rough situation. But I mean, these guys that go into these fraternities sometime, and it's not a knock against the fraternity, it's just some of the stuff that they go through. They get punched, hit. Sometimes they deal with a lot of fatigue. That's what I'm thinking, like fatigue, dehydration they deal with. And I think whatever they had them doing, when they lined them back up, it got the best of them. But I mean, I don't know if arrests are made from that, because it's probably something they've always done and never resulted in a fatality such as this. And I mean, who's at fault? Either way, man, this is messed up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, when you want to be a part of something, whether it's a fraternity or something, you got to be willing to, within yourself, know how far you'll go to join a fraternity, if it's even worth it, with some of the stuff that they have you do, or any organization. Sometimes people go through a lot of trauma, a lot of stress, getting to a certain point and don't want to back out because they don't want to look weak, or they don't want to, you know, they went through all this stuff and it'd be for nothing. Sometimes the best thing to do is withdraw yourself if it's not for you. You know, sometimes a lot of people judge the outcome against what's actually going on inside themselves, and they sacrifice just to get to where they dreamed of being in the first place. And a lot of times it causes, you know, their demise. I don't know what the situation was with this young man, but I know he should still be here. And a lot of people are hurting right now. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. May Caleb Wilson rest in peace. And hopefully his family can get some type of closure, if any. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.